Hi, Moed Adventures. Today, I'm going to read ABCs of Science.
Here is Moed and Elias.
Moed and Elias Adventures. So, there's Amabia, there's Bond, and there's, I think we'll see it in the story. They cannot read it. So, let's do this.
This looks like Mickey.
Yes, like Mickey. So A is for Amabia. And sorry, 1 second. So an amobia is a kind of cell that can change its shape. Amobias can change their shape to move and eat. The white blood cells in your body move like amobias to protect your body from an infection. Now let's move to B for bond. So B is for bond. So this is hydrogen.
Is of the Mickey one.
So these two top ones are hydrogen. A bond is an attraction between atoms. The bond is illustrated. That illustration happened because of each of the hydrogens atoms shares an electron with the oxygen, which is, I forgot to mention, this big one is oxygen atom. These bonds create the water molecule, which is for short HO. Let's go to the next page. Now let's move on to the C. C is for conductor.
Yeah, conductor.
Like boa conductor. That sounds so the same. So, a conductor allows electric energy to flow. This happens when the electrons are free to move around. The opposite of a conductor is an insulator. Now D is for Doppler effect. The Doppler effect is the change of how moving things sound. This is what happens when you hear an ambulance. It sounds one way and it's coming toward you, and it sounds different when it passes. This is because when noisy things move, sounds waves around it are pushed together and front and stretched apart behind it. Let's go to the next page.
Hey, this looks like a scissor.
Yeah, it's called a fulcrum. Now let's see right now. So E is for electron. These are two electrons, and this is the nucleus. It has proton, neutron, proton. Electrons are particles that have one unit and a negative charge. Electrons orbit nucleus to make atoms. They're very important because they play a part in most of nature. Okay, now let's move on to the one that my brother was asking
about the scissors.
Yes, so F is for fulcrum. A fulcrum is a point at which a lever pivots. A lever is a simple machine that makes work easier in the pair of two scissors. Each blade is a lever. The fulcrum is the point where the two blades connect. Let's move on. Z is for gene. A gene is a part of DNA and it is a unit of heredity. Children get their genes from biological parents, but they are not copies of their parents because the genes change a little bit. The change is caused by both meiosis and mutation. Let's keep it like this still, so we can see it well. Okay, H is for hydrogen. So this baby one is proton. This one is an electron. As you remember, the electron is these baby green ones. So let's go back out here and see. Hydrogen is the first element on the periodic table. Hydrogen's atomic number is 1. This means it has one proton in its nucleus. It's the most abundant element in this universe. Okay, let's move on. I is for ignos.
It's like a volcano.
Yeah, ignos means like melted rock. It's kind of like for something to explode. Igneous rock is cooled magma or lava. So that means it's like an igneous rock, I mean.
A rock in our body?
No,
is this about our body?
No, this is not about our body. Like the scissors aren't in our body. Levers and simple machines aren't in our bodies. So what we're talking about, this is not in our body. So when a volcano erupts, the hot lava eventually cools and hardens.
What is this for?
So this igneous. Now you'll see what it means. So let's just read. When a volcano erupts, hot lava eventually cools and hardens. This makes new igneous rock. So it's igneous is kind of a dry lava rock.
Now this looks like a water splat.
Yeah, but we're not ready yet to go there. So igneous rock. There are hundreds of different kinds of igneous rocks, like granite and obsidian.
Yeah. Now the water splat.
J is for jet. A jet is a stream of fluid or the air that has been forced through a nozzle. If you do not know what is fluid means, it's like something
It looks like
watery.
a hand.
Yeah, you're right. So this is the part of the t-shirt, this is the arm, and these are the fingers, and that's the hand. So, this is what makes a garden hose work and an airplane fly. In an airplane, engines are pushed through the nozzle to make it go faster than what it wants, and it gives the plane more thrust. Let's move on. K is for kinetic. A kinetic is the energy of a moving thing. Sometimes that is not moving has energy called potential energy. The two kinds of energy can be changed into each other, as in a swing. L is for light. Light is the part of spectrum that is visible to human eyes. Wi-Fi, radio, X-rays, and many other things are part of a spectrum, but invisible to us. Light travels to particles called photons. M is for mitosis. Mitosis is the division of one cell nucleus into two, copying DNA. After mitosis, the entire cell can split into two, so the body can grow new cells or replace old cells. N is for nebula. A nebula is a large cloud of dust, gas, and space. A nebula is the birthplace of stars. A nebula can also be created when a star explodes, and even called a supernova. If you do not know what is a supernova, like they just said, it's when a star explodes.
And dies one of the people or creatures.
Yeah, it's really just the star explodes. And also, nebula is when the star is born. But now let's move on to O is for ozone. The ozone is a molecule made of 3 oxygen atoms. It is a chemical formed of O's. The ozone layer is the thin protective barrier in the Earth's atmosphere that helps block harmful UV light from the sun. And P is for proton. Neutron, proton, and electron all together make protons carry they're talking about no proton. Protons carry 1 unit of positive electric charge. Protons and neutrons make up to the nucleus of an atom. Protons and neutrons are made of 3 subatomic particles called quarks. Now let's move on. Q is for quark. Q is for quark. DUU. So neutrons has DDU and protons have UUD. Dead and adu. Quarks are subatomic particles. Quarks are made up of the standard model of the particle physics. There are 6 different kinds of quarks: up, down, top, bottom, strange, and charm. R is for radiation. Radiation is the light released by all things. The color of the radiate light depends on the temperature, even if people are radiating. But the color of light radiated by the people is infrared, so we cannot see it. S is for the sun.
The sun oh yeah.
Yes,
so
not
in our body.
Yes, not in our body.
It's not
The sun,
the body.
The sun is the closest star to the planet Earth. So this is. Did you know that actually a sun is actually one of the world's biggest stars? If you did not know that.
And it's the biggest planet ever.
No, it's not really. I think recommended as a planet. I forgot.
Yeah.
The sun is made mostly of hydrogen, and its radiation is the source of all energy
And it
on
has
Earth.
vitamin C.
Yeah, wait, BLC. I did not know. All of the energy on the Earth. Sun is often dry yellow, but its light contains all of the colors mixed into white. And now let's see what vitamin does it give us. Okay, so I just learned that actually the sun gives us vitamin D.
Not vitamin C.
Yeah. Okay, so T is for theory. Theory, modify, test, predict, study, experiment. Science is a collection of explanations of nature. Each explanation is called a theory, which scientists use to make predictions that can be tested with experiments. That is, best theories are the ones that pass the most tests.
Yeah, this page I like with the rainbow.
It's really called U is for ultraviolet. Ultraviolet is light, is not visible to humans. Ultraviolet or UV light is a high energy light that has higher frequency than blue or violet and light. UV light from the sun can burn your skin, so be safe. V is for vaccine. If you all know what is a vaccine, vaccines are like things that protect your body. Vaccines stop the spread of diseases, just like what I said, but in short. Some vaccines are weakened versions of viruses or diseases that help your body to create immunities. If you catch the actual viruses, your body will be ready to fight it if you have been vaccinated. So let's go to the next page now. W is for wave. This wave you can hear. So a wave is something that transfers energy from one source to the other. So there are many kinds of waves. Sound is a wave.
It looks like 6 groups of bees.
Yeah, you're right.
Of bees.
Now so wave.
It looks like a leaf. This.
Yeah, we're going to get the juice from the leaves, and we're going to get to that. So a wave is like, now when you hear me, you get the wave sounds from me, so you can listen to this YouTube video. There are many kinds of wave. Sounds is a wave that transfers energy from the source of the noise to a person's eardrum. The energy vibrates the eardrum to create a sound.
That's the sound of...
Kinda. Actually, even the sounds that how we're talking right now. And also, an eardrum, you can see how it looks if you go to Storybots. I like it.
What is Storybot?
Wait. I will explain it to you. So X is for exellum. The exellum is the part of plant.
Now I know Storybot.
So the xylem is the part of the plant that moves water from the roots and to the leaves. So the xylem is like, I think, the food. No, the water that goes from the roots, which is the bottom, to the leaves so it can make the leaf grow. That's what it is. Xylem cells are arranged in long tubes in the stem of the plant. They soak up the water like a sponge. Not SpongeBob. Y is
And
for...
not a sponge that you clean.
No, it is the sponge like you clean. Y is for Yota. Like Baby Yoda. So similar. Iota is the claimed prefix like a kilo. Iota is the largest prefix in the metric systems and means 1 million of the sample would weigh about 6 yotograms. 6 kg. A iota is just like, or a yotogram is just like a kilogram.
Oreo.
Oh, no, I did not say Oreo. So I think that's 100 kilograms.
100?
I think I'm saying.
Wow,
or
it's
50
100 kilograms.
kilograms, yetograms. Okay, now let's move on to Z for zygote, so we can wrap this video up. A zygote is the first stage of development in living things. A zygote contains DNA from both parents, is ready to be mutations to make a new individual. Thanks for reading with me ABCs of Science. See you in the next video in my and Eliasu Adventures. Bye.
Bye.
A, B, C, D.